X Harper, WWE2K20. We're back with another showcase video. So if you've seen on my channel recently, I've got a video called the nWo Hollywood entrance video. In that I share this little guy here, which is a video that I've created for Hollywood Hulk Hogan in the nWo, blah blah blah. Before I start this video, I want to make it clear that the nWo Hollywood video, you can't get it in the game, you have to create it, okay? These are videos that I have created for my own enjoyment, and I'm sharing the formula with you so that if you want to enjoy it, you can simply copy and get something close to what I've made. So what I'm going to do in this video is show you the Macho Man nWo video that I've created. Now the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a full preview so that you can see it from beginning to end. Then we're going to go through quickly all of the parts that I've added and how I've done that. And then finally, I'm going to end up by showing you how the video looks in-game with Macho Man's nWo attire. So let's do this. Here's the full preview. As you can see, there's nWo logo showing. You have the Macho Man in the background. Everything's nice and black and white. You got a bit of Macho Man madness there. And then again, it goes to the logo flashing. You've got the nWo video just to show he's part of the stable. Carries on through. And I've looped the first half of the video. I've just looped again. So as you can see, it's the same video over. And the reason I did that is because it makes the whole length 24 seconds, which is more than enough for him to walk down the aisle for you to see the video. I'm not sure on this game if videos loop or if they just play once and then the Titantrons go black. I don't know how that works. So I've done it so that it's long enough that that won't be a problem. So let's jump in and show you how I made this. If you watched my nWo Hollywood video, you'll know that the nWo Hollywood Hogan video, you'll know that I talked about the layers and how layers are really important. I'm not going to go into that in this video. All I'll say is that the bottom layer is the foundation, and then you build everything on top of that, working your way up. So for me, the bottom layer at the beginning is simply 2 videos. I've got a very short entrance video from the nWo, and the way that I did that, you go into video clip, you go into, I mean, if I edit it, you'll see what happens. You go into the videos, the Titantrons, you click on the outsiders, and then I've selected up until 0.36 of a second of the nWo entrance. It might be 0.38 to be more precise for you, but basically I stop it around there where the nWo transitions out, and it seems like a small amount of time, but it works perfectly at the beginning of the video. So if I come back out there, because I don't want to ruin this, you'll then see, so that's the first point of the video. Then what I do is 2 things. I add a filter for the next part, and what you want to do is make sure that it's the black and white filter. You want that to be going over the top. Come out of there. And then the second part is Macho Man's video. So what I've done is I've taken Randy Savage's video, and we're going to go into that now. Video clip. Now I'm editing obviously, but this is where you would go, Randy Savage. And then as you can see, I've started the clip from around 4:23. It's basically as he starts pointing at the camera there. That's the bit I wanted, like that transition of him just pointing, because I love that as a start point for Savage. And then you've got Macho, and then you've got basically more modern attires. That's what I like about this part of the video. It's more modern stuff. He actually wore something like that in the nWo, so it was really cool to have that stuff looking more WCW. And then there's that nice bit of Macho Man at the end, which I like, and I'll show you what I did with that in a second. So that's the second clip that I used for that part of the video, and I'll do the other layers after this, but we're going to stick with the bottom layer now. And all I did then was very, very, very simple. I copied, and I'll show you how to copy a layer. I then copied the video clip. So what you do is you go to the layer that you want to copy. Don't add a clip. You go to the video clip and then copy. and then as you can see, if you R2 and L2 it on the PlayStation, you can just slide it along then and put the loop in wherever you want. So that's a really easy way of creating a looped video, and copying and pasting makes it really quick and easy. So I did that, and that is the base layer completed. And then what I did a final little video that you're gonna see at the very end. I wish there was a super fast forward button, but there's not. And you'll see that the nWo comes up. So again, I just copy and pasted the very first nWo logo, and that transitions out nicely, so that when it loops over, it'll just be a long nWo logo flashing, which is cool. If it loops, I haven't even tried to see if it loops the video in the Titantrons or not. So the middle layer now is where I built in a little bit of an added detail. The middle layer was image animation, so I went into image animation and I created lettering that said Madness, and it was with font 8. I then made it white. So let's just do this again. I've got the color there, so I made it white. I then used this one, the one that spins, because it's the word madness, you know, I wanted it to be a little bit mad. So then what I do is press the right directional pad to max, the up directional pad to max. Basically that means that it makes madness as big as possible, and there you go. And then once that transitions in, what will happen is the madness will spin, and as it happens, it spins really nicely over the Macho Man bit, so it says Macho Man Madness, which is really nice. So that was a nice little touch there. For the top layer, takes so long. So for the top layer, what I did at around the, now you can do this at random points, but what I wanted to make the video look like it was actually more nWo-esque, and I didn't do this in the Hollywood one, so this is something new that I've learned from just experience, trial and error and all that stuff. I wanted to add these little flashes of nWo, which I think are really cool, and as you can see, they're sort of opaque a little bit. You can see through them so that you can see Macho Man all the time, so it looks like a real transition of the logo. And all I did for that was I copy and pasted the original bottom layer, you know, that little clip that I had. I just copy and pasted that, and then the only added extra for these was video clip edit. The only bit I added that was extra was the transition. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I've accidentally messed that one up. Well, this is fine because I will show you what I did. So you go to video clip, you go to transition. All I do is dissolve it in. Dissolve in or out really doesn't matter, to be quite honest with you. It has the same effect either way. And as you can see, the whole thing's dissolved. And then it basically just dissolves itself out of the video, which is awesome. And I copy and pasted that and put 4 of them in total at random points in the video. So the only final bit I want to show you now is this middle section, which I did before. So if you want to find the times, you can go to my Hollywood Hogan video and you can see what I did. I picked the exact same section of video, and all it is, it's in the Outsiders section of, it's in the Outsiders Titantron. I picked a little bit of their video. Just, I like having their faces, and I think it helps show that he's in a stable with other people. So in the middle of the video, it also gives a nice extension of time. You know, it adds another 5 or 6 seconds for the nWo to be in there. Now, obviously, Hogan's not in this one. Perhaps I should put him in. I don't really want to. I think that Hogan has his own. Macho Man has his own. The Outsiders are included. It's cool for me to have that. I don't really think that Hogan should be in Macho Man's, and vice versa. So that's what I've got there. And that clip then just fades out so that it blends back in with the bottom layer, and that plays full. There you go. So what we've done there is showed you how I created it. Now let's actually go into the game itself and show you how it looks. I would preview this in a different way, but the problem is, we all know the game sucks at the moment, And what I hate about looking at the entrance of a superstar in Create an Entrance, you can't pick the attire that the person's wearing, so you have to then use your imagination to how it looks. The only way of actually previewing it is to play it in the game wearing the actual attire that you want. So to do that, I'm going to just have like Macho Man versus Eddie Guerrero. I am going to put it at Halloween Havoc so that you can see the Titantron, but in a WCW context. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip the match, but I'm going to show you Randy Savage's entrance, and then that will be the end of the video, okay? Here we go. Takes a bit of time to load. I know. I actually really like the Halloween Havoc arena on this. They've done okay. They haven't done it perfectly, which is typical of 2K or Ukes when they were doing it. They never seem to get the arenas quite right. They obviously get the entrance way correct and the ramp and the stage, but the actual ring itself, the colours that they use, they're all slightly off. It's just lazy. They haven't taken the time to really get it spot on. Anyway, you've got the Halloween Havoc logo there. Savage's music plays, the video's playing. Now, please ignore the outfit. The outfit, obviously, the logos are broke at the moment. It moves the logos up for some random reason. But focus on the Titantron and the whole feel. You've got the nWo playing in the background, but it's Macho Man. Looks great. You might not be able to hear the music playing, but it's playing the nWo music. Looks cool. There's the music in the background, Macho Man. And that's it. So now that you've seen that, I hope you enjoyed the video. As I've said, I'm going to be releasing more of the nWo specific stuff over the next few days. Make sure you look out for that. Also, if you like the video, give it the thumbs up. Let me know what you think. If you don't like it and you're going to give it a thumbs down, please leave some constructive criticism in there. Let me know your feedback, how I can make these videos better for you. I'm always trying to make them better for you, the fans. Thank you so much. I'm X Harper, and I'll see you soon.